Hey, I trust this finds you doing well. Seems like a regular theme in my reading and therefore some of these devotional thoughts has been this wonderful promise that you and I have that God will never leave us. He'll never forsake us. He doesn't leave us to our own resources. And in Genesis chapter number 28, tells the story of Jacob. Now, Jacob was quite the character, right? I mean, his name even means supplanter or deceiver. And he had to leave his home, and he was in quite a state of turmoil. And on the way to his uncle's place, he stops, and one evening he has a dream. Beginning in chapter 28, beginning in verse 12, it says, "And he dreamed, and behold, there was a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven, and behold, the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it and on it, and said, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham, your father, and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and to your offspring. Your offspring will be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west and to the east and to the north and to the south, and in you and your offspring shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you." I just love how God reminds us that He is always faithful to His promises. It's not really about our faithfulness to Him, but it's really about His faithfulness to us. And you read through the life of Jacob, and he certainly has his ups and downs and plenty of shady dealings, but he had the promise of God. He was the covenant child. In his dream, he sees this ladder. Well, that ladder wasn't for men to climb up to get closer to God, but you see angels ascending and descending. It's God who descends to us, not us getting up to Him, but Him coming down to us. And He says, man, I am the Lord God of Abraham and your father Isaac, and I'm going to give you this land. The same promise I gave to your father and your grandfather, they're yours. In verse 15, he says, behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. Isn't that comforting? That there's no place in your journey, good times or bad, that He doesn't go with you, that He promises to keep you wherever you go. He promised to Jacob, listen, your journey is going to take you to a foreign land, but I'm going to bring you back. And I think this has a lot of application for us believers, because no matter how we go or where we go on our journey, and even when we might wander from God, He is the one who is always in relentless pursuit of us. He's the one who searches us out. He's the one who brings us back to Himself. And for emphasis, he says at the end of the verse, for I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised. Now, friends, that is wonderful news. In several of the devotions recently, I've tried to show you that You know, God's promises are our security. He is going to do what he said. You don't have to worry about it. It doesn't depend on you. It depends on the very integrity and character of God. And I take great comfort in knowing that he will not leave until he has done what he has promised. In Hebrews chapter number 13, at the end of that great epistle, he tells them, he says, keep your life free from the love of money and be content with what you have. For he has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So we can confidently say, the Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? So you see, child of God, in the old covenant, in the new covenant, it's the same God. The same God who reminds us there is just but one that we should hold in reverent regard, and that's the Lord God. Hebrews says, listen, keep your life free from the love of money and be content. Why? Because there is a great temptation for all of us to think that money is our security. But he says, no, it's not. Stock markets will go up and down. Investments will go up and down. Don't let your heart be captivated by what cannot keep you. He says, I, the Lord God, will never leave you and never forsake you. So you and I, we don't have to fear what any man can do to us, for we are his possession. And what he has said, he will do, because he is faithful. Well, let that bring great comfort and peace to your heart. What can man do to you? You're a child of God. He lives in you. Well, I hope this is encouraging to you, and I hope that you'll let it settle deep in your heart and put you at peace. Have a great day. I love you.